Hi there, my name is NetherGame, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were starting to get our new iron production facility thing going here. We should probably actually get the coal over here and ready to go, because no reason not to. And then we're gonna have to figure out what to do with it after the fact. Ooh, we need drastically need some. Where's the car? Where'd I put the car? Oh, it's over there. Jeez. Try not to get run over by the train, if possible. I need more tracks or belts. But yeah, then we're gonna have to figure out where to send all this iron, because it's got to go some places. It's got to go into. We got to start making some factories. Start doing something with all this iron. Making gears, making other stuff. And then, yeah, figure all that fun stuff out. I would look at my science, and probably should just so it stops flashing at me, but I cannot do any more with the level of science I have. Don't have blue science yet, and we probably won't for a minute, just because, you know, the way I'm doing this is we're sort of starting over a little bit. You know, we have this whole little base here, but I want to try to build out the base with a new sort of mindset, I guess. This sort of new model of, or new way of the new version of the factories that I'm making. So, starting over a little bit, because, oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. That was the wrong... Actually, just control click them, and then pull from there. There we go. Actually, we could take a few more. Nothing wrong with having 1,000 belts. But yeah, and then... So science and stuff are gonna have to take a little bit of a backseat for a minute while we get back up and running. At a higher rate, hopefully. I assume. I don't know. Again, experimental in every conceivable sense of the word. So let me get these guys set up here. We'll get... Oh, can't reach. Oop. That should do it. Oh. There we go. Cool. All right, so now let's finish this off, because this is definitely not functional yet. Get those down. Yes, go ahead and get the iron in there. And now I gotta decide, what am I gonna do with this? Oh. That's fine. This has got to go up here, but I don't think I want that. I mean, I know I don't want that, but like, I don't want them just. I want to start combining them in a vaguely meaningful way. But obviously, we're already sort of at the point here where this belt is just full, right? And we're kind of just wasting our time and energy here. So we got to do something with these kind of ASAP. And so yeah, I think we got to try to figure out where in the heck my trains are gonna go, because I've kind of brutalized this a little bit. And I could certainly have them sort of be part of the same rail network here. I haven't really designed it for that though. And I'm not entirely sure if I want them to share a track, right? Because I kind of want this train to go lots of different places. Maybe what we'll do, maybe we'll sort of assume this is going to be the max size of this. Might even be smaller than that, but let's just sort of assume it's not going to get any bigger than this. Because I can make more than one, and I probably will want to, right? At some point, we're going to get diminishing returns for the amount of iron we can actually pull out of that iron node before it's just completely saturated with drillers, right? So, obviously, we could upgrade, and probably will want to upgrade our furnaces and things like that. Actually, when is that? Advanced material processing? Electric furnace. That's not super far away. So let's we'll think about that. But whatever. All right, so I'm thinking maybe trains, some sort of train setup up here. And then it moves on. And we could put other, so we'll have train lines going this way. And then we'll put like another factory here, and that will be our, say, iron gear factory, and then other things that need iron gears, and then this sort of iron gear line will move back and forth, taking the iron to the factories as needed. I'm still a little not entirely sure what I'm doing about that, but because I don't know how to use what are they called? Circuitry? Logistics? I don't even know what they're called, but I don't know how to use them. So bold of me to assume I will be using them. Maybe starting off we'll just have it, just be station based. But that will probably become untenable eventually, I assume. Just because at some point, either the supply or the demand is going to become too much. But anyway, what I'm thinking, though, is that if this is sort of my main highway of trains, that this thing maybe we'll have like that's probably not enough space. But let's say we have a stop, and then that stop, oh boy. Is it, like, what does this do? I don't understand the purpose of this. Like, oh, I guess I could, wait, control will do it too? Why does shift do this? Is there a way to tell it to not do this when I hit shift? Because why would I want, I guess, again, like control will do it. So that will allow me to actually build the tracks in this configuration. But it seems weird to have shift do this if I don't want, I guess, shift control. Oh no. If I hit shift and control, it goes back to normal. Oh, but then I can't put tracks down. All right, I guess I kind of get it. I just want to be able to put ghosts down like a little bit more easily. Anyway. These will go sort of like this. Boy. And then up here, I'm not even going to bother trying to figure out how to connect them. Up here, we'll have something like this, maybe? I don't want them to be too far away from each other. But I also want to be able to signal all of them. So if we were to have, let me get signals down somewhere stupid. Man, my hotbar is just a mess. But if I were to say, signal, 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 and then I could still do it. So I could do signals on both sides of the tracks if need be. In that configuration. So I think that's the way to go. And then, so this will just sort of be a massive highway of tracks that, you know, trains can run along. You know, we'll start maybe putting like little crossovers and stuff so they can jump the tracks if they need to get out of each other's way. And this is what will move. This is what'll move everything around. This will kind of be my major highway, and this is what we will sort of really design our base around to some extent. Like maybe we'll have, you know, big crossings. Maybe we'll even do like a grid, possibly. But I don't know if I want to be so strict as like having it on a evenly spaced grid or anything like that. You know, we could just have, these will just get run. But I do want to do some two-dimensionality, you know, to the base layout. I don't want everything to just be in a line. I want to make sure I'm going up and out. And so, you know, we'll have iron, and then it'll go out here and maybe go up here. You know, the farther we get, obviously we've got this iron over here, so it might be worth making another little iron factory over here. And then that, you know, then iron can come from both places. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I don't hate this. 4 is probably plenty. I might even at some point, if I do end up getting sort of logistically designed rails, maybe even 2 is plenty. Because maybe they won't be running quite as often, but I don't know, we'll see. So this is just sort of my thought process right now. 48, 32. Do I get storage upgrades? I don't know, actually. I would assume so, but... Personal battery, rocket fuel. Neat. I'm gonna have to start thinking about defense, I think, pretty soon, because that coal extraction area down there is getting pretty polluted, and I don't know what's over here. So I would not be surprised if suddenly these start getting chewed on. So anyway, let's move. All right. So let me start thinking about this. This probably isn't long enough, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It's not a part of the reason I'm doing it like this is so that it can kind of expand left and right. We could either move these turnoffs more to the left, and it won't kind of won't matter just because the tracks will all be going to the left and right, I assume. You know, we might have to redo all the signaling or something like that, but I'm not turning a corner right here, so I'm not locking myself in that way. But for now, I think we'll just sort of assume. Come on now. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Cool. All right. There. And that gives me, for now, we're doing just 1 engine, 3 cars. So we'll just sort of stick with that for now. So let me get, that takes steel. I do have steel. And they hold more things. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Got a handful of these, and then I'm just gonna use these temporarily. Just so I know where to put the chests. And we'll put these here, here, and here. Okay, and actually put them down, because now I have them. There, there, and there. And then fast inserters. Stack inserters require red circuits, which I don't have. So let me go ahead and make a few more fast inserters. Boom. Stinky. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. So power, 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 power. And then I will go ahead and send, I'm gonna delete these. Actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and delete all of this. And then grab all of this. Like that? Sure. Cool. And then we'll actually create these power lines. That's pretty unfortunate. I guess we'll put it there. Yeah, alright. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world, but whatever. Okay, and then there and there and there. All right. Hello? Oh, right. Can't connect to that one. That one doesn't exist. Okay, so we got these. I'm gonna go ahead and get these. So we're actually gonna turn this around. So now we're gonna be sending these up. We could do a 4 here. So let me grab. Oh, am I gonna be able to do this? Of course not. All right, well, we got some over here. that would have been cool though. We could do that. Whoop. Cool. Just because I can never remember how to build them. They're so simple, and I can never remember. All right, you to you, and you to you, and then this goes here. This goes here. Okay, lovely. So how do I want to do this? We will send 4, 4, 4, 4. Well, that actually is right for what I have now. If I wanted to do it like that, maybe I do. What? You know how it is. These clearly prioritize the one side of the belt over another. But I could evenly distribute this 4. That's kind of why I'm doing it like this. To be 4 each. All right, so I have 4 belts, and we can do 4, 4, 4, 4 with those belts. So, like so, like so. Wild. Cool. All right, and splitters. Go. 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 Splitter. Cool. All right. A little bit of a monstrosity, but it does theoretically split these belts evenly across all these chests, and they're probably going to fill up pretty quick. So I probably want to start getting these out of here, but whatever. It moves. So let me see. Let me just make sure. Let's assume this is balanced, which it looks like it more or less is. This one splits in half. Then they each split in half. This one splits in half. They each split in half. I'm just making sure I did this even remotely correctly. Half, 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 half. Okay, cool. So 4 becomes 12. And that should be more or less right for what I'm doing right this moment. And actually what I'm going to do instead of this is, well, let me see. Let me just sort of look at it for a second. I think I'm okay with that. This seems to be, I mean, obviously once the chests are full, then it's over. But for right now, this seems to be moving at about the rate of these two facilities. Like, it's not backing up. It's not draining out. It seems like it's more or less around the same rate. So I'm okay with these combining into one, right? So it seems like one belt is plenty for that. So now, what are we gonna do with all that iron? Kind of like the look of that. Looks like a circuit board in Tron or something. Pretty cool. All right, let's get another factory set up ASAP because we gotta get stuff moving. So this is gonna be assembly machine type factory. So let's set this up a little bit differently from what we got set up over here, but still sort of the same. Let's kind of assume that approximate size, but we'll tweak it if we need to. Yep. So I'm gonna go with that. In terms of height, obviously that's not going to work in that configuration, but, and then we'll say, this will just be a single in and a single out kind of factory. And actually these are gonna come down because the train is gonna be loading in from the top. And then we'll have our thing there. We will have, again, single in, single out. So input there, output there. Power, we'll say, oh, that's a bummer. Can't reach those guys. Stinky. Actually, let me go. We'll go here, 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 like that. Just because I want it to be kind of even. And then this belt will go up, I suppose, back to the train station. So we got to figure out some way of handling that. I guess we'll have two stops, yeah, we should probably build that into every station. So that's good to know. It's good I'm discovering that now. Each station should have an input and an output stop so that we can store essentially all of the inputs and outputs at those stops without bogging down the system in any way. So, all right, and then power, we're gonna need something here. Yeah, I think that's unfortunately just sort of the way it's gonna work because that won't cover it. So we're gonna need one down the middle. But that should do it. Okay, there we go. So that'll cover all the power. Then we'll have our nice little path to help us sort of denote where everything is and should be. And there we go. A little assembly factory. I like it. So go ahead and tiles. Can I save this? Create blueprint, I guess? Or do I name it? One in, one out. Assembly. Save label. Create. Will that save it? Blueprint. Oh. Blueprint book. Oh. Okay. I obviously do not understand how blueprints work. Blueprint library. My blueprints. How do I make one? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out eventually. There we go. So I want to keep it more or less in line with. Let me put this down here just real quick because I'm about to copy a different one. That would be one reason why I'd want to keep. Whoops. Not at all what I wanted to do. Tiles, please. And then that's gonna be, ooh, that's cutting into my factory a little bit there, buddy. Oh well. And so now I know more or less where that is. Boop. All right, so this is basically gonna go like here. So let's start. Cleared out trees. Should probably get some more nanobots, construction bots, termite bots. What do you need for those? Just the usual junk. Let me get some copper. I can't believe I'm actually out of copper. Tremendous. Come on, buddy. Let's try not to run over any of my power poles, and let's go get some copper. It seems like the train is able to keep up with the copper demands of this particular facility so far. We'll see if that continues to be true once we're actually using the resources and not just storing them, because everything I'm sure is sort of stopped. So obviously coal is not particularly in high demand, but you know, coal sort of isn't always never is in high demand really, compared to the actual resource, I suppose. So, I think we're sort of okay. But yeah, we'll see as we turn on more and more of these things and start moving these resources out more and more. And it's kind of silly that I'm basically going to be putting a bunch of this iron sheeting into a train, and I'm going to be moving it like 10 feet and calling it a day. But it's infrastructure. It's gonna be good later. This is for it's for later, really. All right, let's just make a few more of these while we do this. Get moving, boys. Awesome. Well, we know what the radius is now. So cool. Who needs wood? Not this guy. I'm gonna be moving into exclusively medium electric poles any old house. So okay, good enough for me. Let me go ahead and get this. I don't want it to be too close. So maybe, just so we have room to do. Yes, I want to at least have enough space in case I want to. I don't plan to, certainly not now. But let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, train. And then train. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Path. So maybe there, which is basically exactly where it was. Unbelievable. That was not intentional at all. Awesome. That's what I like to see. All right. Yeah, that's actually in the right place. That's incredible. I just put this down randomly. just to keep the blueprint available. And that was actually correct. Awesome. So yeah, and then eventually this will theoretically be 3 things long or 3 things tall, potentially. And then this is available. Again, I'm not going to do this necessarily, not now, maybe not ever. But if I needed to, for some reason, I could move the trains up and down through this corridor. So I think in between each factory, I will leave at least this much space. Even if I don't plan to put a train corridor there, but it gives me the option to do so. Gives me a little room on either side to put power lines or whatever it is we need to do. We'll do it through there. That gives us plenty of space to work, plenty of space to run stuff. And then I got to figure out exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm probably going to shift this whole thing up a little bit so that I can add another station lower or higher right up here with still enough space for some monstrosity. Ooh, that's interesting though. So we're actually not able to handle that. Huh. Fun. I guess we were just getting through the backlog of what these could hold in them. So actually, more than one of these is going to go into this belt, you say? Interesting. This might not be big enough. But whatever. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to make it any bigger than this, as I said before. But anyway, I think it's going to have to do it for this episode. When I come back with more Factorio, we will continue to work on this iron gear factory, which is what we're going to do first, and get this up and running, get trains moving from here to here, make the long trek over here, and we got to figure out how exactly we're going to turn trains around. That's going to be an interesting little logistical challenge, right? So if trains are moving in one of these directions, it's then got to go back the other direction to either get more stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Have to figure out a little turnaround area, or something. I obviously don't want, maybe at each like intersection, like here, or this is a theoretical intersection, right? Where it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go left, it'll go right. Maybe it'll have a nice little circle in it where it can change. This might not be big enough for one of those junctions, so we might actually have to move the gear factory over a little bit, or maybe move all the trains up a little bit to have more room for our junctions. Or maybe we can't have our stations come right off the main highway like that. That way we can have the junction and then they come down in some way. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to see how big that ends up being, whatever I design, and if it can fit right here and still have room for stations. I don't like that though. If we have a track that comes down like this, I don't love the station being here like in this manner. So I might have to change what my plan is for how the highway is going to interact with the stations at each factory. That is for next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye!
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.